What's going on? What is going on? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. God bless to each and every one of y'all. NFL Talk with your boy, Mike Sports Vibes. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful morning so far. And let's get straight to the topics. I'm taking this nature walk. You know what I mean? Let me just show you. Taking this nature walk, and I'm just thinking to myself, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, Jordan Addison is back. The touchdown machine, Jordan Addison, is officially back. He will be back against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And let me just put this out here right now. I feel like everybody's going to be healthy, or mostly everybody that's on the injury report right now, on IR or just, you know what I mean, just on the injury report, I think will be almost fully healthy by October 19th going against the Philadelphia Eagles. Blake Cashman is the only one I'm just kind of like, I'm not sure if he'll be healthy or not, but I think most of the team will be healthy. I'm going to say 90% of the team is going to be healthy by October 19th. They're saying that Ryan Kelly will play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Donovan Jackson will miss a couple of games. I'm not sure when he's going to come back, but he had wrist surgery. So I'm not really sure when Donovan Jackson is going to come back, but we have Blake Brandel, and Blake Brandel is going to take over for him. And I got a lot of respect and a lot of respect for Donovan Jackson for playing through his injury. They said he injured his wrist against the Falcons. And even though he injured his wrist against the Falcons, he said, I can play against the Bengals. I'm not really sure how the coaching staff, how they determined for him to get surgery, but it was a procedure that needed to get done, so they got it done. And I just like the fact that Donovan Jackson, whatever it takes for the team to win, I have a lot of respect for him. But I do think Blake Brandel is going to hold it down because we do have Christian Darrisaw. Christian Darrisaw is he's been, like, since he came back against the Bengals, like I said before, it's a major difference between, like, then when it comes to the Bears game and when it comes to the Falcons game, and now when we went against the Bengals against one of the best pass rushers against Trey Hendrickson. Listen, Christian Darrisaw is definitely that guy. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. But shout out to each and every one of you. Even if you're not a Viking fan, you feeling the vibes. Like I said, this is one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel like that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Now, my whole thing is this. When it comes to Jordan Addison, like, coming back for the mighty Minnesota Vikings after that 3-game suspension, people don't understand how good Jordan Addison is. I said this time and time again. Jordan Addison is literally could be the first string wide receiver on most of every team in the NFL besides the Vikings and probably the Bengals and a couple other teams. But pretty much all the other teams, this man could be the number one wide receiver. Now, Jordan Addison coming back. And shout out to my guy, Nolan. I'm not really sure what that means. But shout out to Jermaine Event. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I want to say everybody that's in the building, man. I want to say God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that even if you're not having a good day, I hope your day gets better. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on around this world, man. But I just hope that, you know what I mean, and I pray that everybody that's in this chat could just keep faith in God and keep y'all head up. And no matter what you're going through, God would always be with you. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I had some of the worst days the last couple of days. I was going live, but I don't put a lot of stuff on social media because it's nobody's business. But it's some things that I've been going through, man, personally. But God is good. I'm here. You feel me? So I just want to say, everybody that's in the building, man, I hope the best for y'all, and I hope that you guys are doing what y'all got, keeping y'all head up. But God bless to everybody. All right, so, but yeah, and God bless DeMarco. God bless DeMarco for that comment. I appreciate that. But yeah, the Minnesota Vikings are they have a potential to be, very, very, very good offensively. I'm talking about explosive, like offensively. And I think Jordan Addison is the key to unlock the Minnesota Vikings. I feel like people don't understand how good Jordan Addison is because of Justin Jefferson. And once Jordan Addison plays against the Steelers, I don't think he's going to have a crazy big game because it's going to be his first game. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Like, that's one thing I'm going to say. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a big game against the Steelers. But throughout this whole season, I would not be surprised. He missed the first 3 games of the season. I would not be surprised if Jordan Addison has over 1,000 receiving yards by the end of the season. I'm scared for Sunday. Don't be scared for Sunday, bro. Don't be scared for Sunday. Don't ever be scared, man. Hey, listen, don't ever be scared. You could be concerned, but don't ever be scared, man. We got this. I think the Minnesota Vikings going to beat the Steelers. I think it might be tough in the beginning, but I feel like the Vikings defense, the Vikings offense is going to just, I'm telling you, this is a different team offensively when you have Christian Darrisaw playing. And by the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all double hit that like button, double tap the screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, it's all good. This is one YouTube family. I go out for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And like I said, this is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And just keep it PG in the comments. That's all I ask. There's nothing wrong with talking smack. I don't care about that because I invite the smoke. Your boy Mike Sports Vibes, I can dish it and I can take it. So I'm telling you right now, man, I invite the smoke. I love trash talking. But respectfully speaking, if you're not a Viking fan, I'm going to keep it real with you. Respectfully speaking, I don't care what, don't matter what team you rock with. You're welcome to this channel. But respectfully speaking, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. Listen, for the Eagles, we beating the brakes off of them. For the Chargers, we beating the brakes off of them. For the Lions, we're beating the brakes off of them. For any team that we play this season, and even if we don't play you in the regular season and we play y'all in the Super Bowl, and I mean that. The Vikings are going to the Super Bowl. That's how I feel. Listen, I got the Bills and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction, bro. We going to see what happens. My prediction's been wrong. My prediction's been wrong. But at the end of the day, I rock with the Vikings for life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a Steelers fan? Hold up. I'm a Steelers. Oh, he a Steelers fan. That's all good, bro. Hey, listen. We going to see. Hey, listen. I ain't saying to be worried, but I'm telling you right now, Steelers fans, I got a lot of respect for Steelers fans because I am a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. So, it's a lot of Eagle fans, and still, this is the state. You know what I mean? Steelers, the Eagles. I'm like the one Viking fan out of like a million people. So, it's like I got a lot of respect for them, but respectfully, bro, this ain't y'all week. I got a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers, but respectfully, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Listen, DK Metcalf, I got a lot of respect for him. It's not happening this week, bro. It's not happening. I don't see Aaron Rodgers having that much time to really do his thing. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I appreciate it. All right, so what up? Skull Nation, let's get it. Skull to the Bulls. Sit and love your way. Keep your head up. Yeah, man, thank you, man. Bears lifer. I keep hope, nothing without. Hey, listen, got to keep hope, man. Life is short. Life is short. You can't, try not to stress out too much. I know we all human at the end of the day, so you're going to go through your ups and downs, but you know what I mean? That's why I always say that when people say that sports is a distraction, I think it's a necessary distraction because it really does bring a lot of people together. And it really and sometimes sports can make you really happy, man, depending on what team you rock with. You know what I'm saying? So, a shout out to you for that, bro. Bucks all the way. We got a Bucks fan in the building. Bucks versus Bills. You know what's crazy? the Bucks look real good this year, bro. Like, not even that it's crazy because I like Baker Mayfield. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks beat the Bills. I wouldn't be surprised. Philly versus Bill Super Bowl? Nah, I don't think that. Angelo, respectfully, I need everybody that's in the building to double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're feeling the vibes. I go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, if you feel, like I said, this is one YouTube family, and I feel like sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles. Because I see an Eagles fan in the chat. We're going to beat the brakes. Hey, listen, this is personal because I'm from Pennsylvania. We're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles. I can't wait to go against the Eagles. Hey, listen, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, bro, I can't wait for the smoke against the Eagles, bro. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get your garlic parmesan wings ready. It's definitely going down. And we got my boy, hey, listen, and we got my boy Jordan Addison back, bro, from the suspension. When y'all get a chance, look up Jordan Addison, one of the best young wide receivers in the game. This man got 19 touchdowns in 2 seasons, bro. He's a touchdown machine, bro. Baker Mayfield will win MVP. You know what? I ain't going to go that far and say he's going to win MVP. But can he be in the conversation? He possibly can. I think Baker Mayfield is slept on. He's like one of those quarterbacks that's slept on in the NFL. I think Jared Goff is slept on. I think Baker Mayfield slept on. I feel like, what's his name? Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is slept on. So nobody really talk. Why doesn't anybody talk about Justin Herbert? What is it about Justin Herbert? I mean, I understand he hasn't won anything yet, but he's a very talented quarterback. And if you watch him this season, Justin Herbert been balling. Am I the only one that's thinking the Chargers is like one of the best teams in the AFC? Justin Herbert is slept on. Like, those are the 3 quarterbacks I think that slept on. CJ Stroud, I don't think he slept on. I know I'm missing some other quarterbacks that slept on, but Baker Mayfield for me is like that one quarterback that don't nobody want to respect for some strange reason. I don't know what it is about Baker Mayfield. I don't know it's because he kind of moved around a little bit before he found his home with Buffalo. I mean, not with the Buccaneers, I mean. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. My team humbled by the Vikings. Oh, your team was humbled by the Vikings? Hey, you must be a Bengals fan, bro. Hey, respectfully, bro. It ain't nothing personal, bro. You was just on the schedule. You was just on the schedule, bro. It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? I still got love for you, my brother. Hey, listen, it ain't nothing personal. In the 4th quarter, Chiefs versus Bucks Super Bowl. Nah, bro. Powers. It ain't happening, bro. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm not hating on the Chiefs, but I honestly want to see somebody from the AFC, somebody but the Chiefs. Like, if the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl, I'm not hating on them. They earned it. They've been to the Super Bowl how many times? They won 3. So I'm not hating on the Chiefs. But respectfully speaking, I want to see a new team in the AFC do something. That's just my opinion. There's nothing else. Oh, you're going to be good, bro. Facts. You're so right about that, Luther. It really comes down to health, but Philly is the most talented team in the NFL. Coaches just hold us back. Philly is definitely one of the most talented teams. I cannot even deny that. So I won't even deny that. They're definitely one of the most talented teams. They're the defending champions for a reason. The guy that I like a lot, I wanted in the draft was safety Makuba I think he's from Texas. And I also liked Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean was another guy that y'all drafted that I did not listen. I want the Vikings to draft him. So y'all got some dogs on that team. Yeah, agreed. Cut Maxi. What's going on? 2 Evils in the building. Shout out to my guy, bro. Hey, he said the Bears. Talked about, slept on. We got ourselves one of the best kickers. Yo, KC, yes. Bro, Will Reichard. I haven't really talked about Will Reichard because, kickers they're not the most loved in the NFL. Let's just keep it real, right? But I got to put some respect on Will Reichard's name. He hit a 62-yard field goal against the Bengals before halftime, which is the longest in Minnesota Viking history. So I want to give a big shout out, a personal shout out to Will Riker. Hey, listen, man, that was amazing. And he had plenty more leg to go, bro. Like, he could have kicked that probably a 70-something yarder, bro. Like, I'm just saying, that man got a freaking leg. And shout out to Will Riker to make that clutch shot right before halftime, bro. Yeah, that's true though. Angelo, you're right. If you're talking about Herbert, are you talking about Herbert? Oh, a lot of teams, especially Herbert. Okay. Yes, you're right. They haven't proven anything yet. That's true, but they're still a good quarterback. And I feel like with the right coaching, the right talent around them, you see what's happening. Like Baker Mayfield, I'm not sure how many teams Baker Mayfield was on. I can't even remember what teams he started. I can't remember, but I feel like he found a home. It's kind of like Geno Smith. Like, I don't know when Geno Smith got drafted, but then Geno Smith, he traveled around a little bit, and then he went with Pete Carroll with the Seahawks last year. And then after that, Pete Carroll went to the Raiders, and Pete Carroll said, I want my quarterback. Pete Carroll said, bring Geno Smith to the Raiders. So it's just like, you know, like I always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, but I get what you're saying. They haven't won anything. They haven't proven anything when it comes to winning the ultimate game or making a crazy run in the playoffs. But I will say that they're slept on when it comes to, like, it's not surprising to see what they're doing because I can see the talent outside looking in. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate it. Can everybody in the building Super Hulk smash that like button? I will really appreciate if you Super Hulk smash that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, everybody on this channel is welcome. I don't care what fan base you rock with, bro. This is a YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I will say this respectfully. When I do go live for every game with the scoreboard, and if we go against your team, respectfully speaking, the Vikings are going to beat the brakes off your team. Like, I just want to let you know that because I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, yeah, your team has a chance. The only team that beat us this year is the Falcons. And I'm telling you this right now. If we play the Falcons again, bro, respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off the Falcons. I hope we play the Falcons in the playoffs, bro. But I don't know if the Falcons going to make the playoffs. I know the Vikings will. If you own whatever, what would you be your dream team players ranking right now? I got to get back to that question, Luther. That's a good question, though. Oh, you said Tyson back. Slept on. Vikings been right since Fran Tarkenton. They have had a lot of talent. They haven't. Yes. You know, the Vikings have a lot of. I'm going to skip some of these comments, y'all. And I don't mean that in no disrespect because I'm falling behind the comments. Because I like to answer everybody's question. But, yeah, Fran Tarkenton, I don't go that far back when it comes to being a Minnesota Viking fan. The furthest I go back is the Dante Culpepper days when Dante Culpepper was throwing the ball to Randy Moss. So, like, I go that far back. But, like, Fran Tarkenton is definitely statistically and just the best quarterback in Minnesota Viking history. But my GOAT when it comes to Minnesota Vikings quarterback is Dante Culpepper. And by the way, I actually met Dante Culpepper week 2 when we went against the Falcons. Prior to the game, he was taking pictures and all that. And I met him. He seems like a really good dude. And shout out to Dante Culpepper, man. I don't know who knows who Dante Culpepper is, but I challenge you, if you don't know who that person is, go look him up. Realistically, I'll be a Lions versus Eagles NFC Championship game. Nah, I don't see that, bro. Chargers versus Bills, AFC. I wouldn't mind the Chargers versus the Bills, but I don't see the Lions and the Eagles doing it again, bro. Like, I don't see the Eagles doing it, bro. Like, I think the Lions are talented. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I'm not really thinking about the Eagles because they're the defending champions. We'll put the brace off them when it's time. But when it comes to the Lions, our division rival, let me tell you, bro, the Lions is very good. I'm not hating. But I promise you, if you could stop their run game, bro, and I know that's a big if, because Gibbs and Montgomery is one of the best 1-2 punches at running back. One of the best two tandems in the running back rooms in all of football. I think Montgomery and Gibbs, honestly, is the best 1-2 punch. That's just my opinion. Coming from a Minnesota Viking fan, I'm saying that. But if you could stop their run game, bro, listen, they're cooked. They're cooked, bro. I'm not saying they don't got no good wide receivers. I like St. Brown. I like a couple of their wide receivers. But I'm telling you, if you stop their run game, bro, they're cooked, bro. They're not scoring that many points. I'm telling you right now. And I feel like Jared Goff, he lives off of that play action. If nobody's biting because the run game is stopped, and I know it's easier said than done. Like, it's not easy to stop the Lions when it comes to their run game. But if you can slow them down, let me just say slow down. I don't think you can stop them, but can you slow them down? They're not going to bite off that play action, bro. And Jared Goff lives off of that play action. Watch Jared Goff. When that run game is hitting, listen, Jared Goff is one of the best quarterbacks in the game, hands down. When he lives off that play action, bro, ain't nobody, look, his accuracy's on another level. He just looks like a way better quarterback, bro. Like, he on another, like, real talk. This is coming from a Viking fan perspective. But I don't think that I don't think that the Lions are going to get to the NFC Championship game. I don't. And we're going to see what happens. Respectfully speaking, we in week 4 right now. The season is actually going by super quick. Believe it or not, we're already in week 4. I feel like the season just started. But my whole thing is this. The NFC North division is stacked. People said the Packers were going to be the best. People said that the Packers, with Michael Parsons, they're going to be Super Bowl champions. Hey, listen, bro. Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. But we're going to see what happens. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings are the best team. Oh, super chat. Let me skip to the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Toxic Trick Shot. Thank you so much for all your support, bro, man. I really appreciate that, man. God bless to you. Thank you so much. He said, hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Yeah, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that, bro. I really do. Appreciate that. Who's your World Series matchup this year? I got because I'm a Phillies fan, so you know I'm going to put Phillies. So I got the Phillies and the See, I don't know the AL. I don't know the AL. So what I'm going to say, who I would love to play in the AL for the World Series might be different from who I think is going to, who definitely is going to make it. Because I don't know what the Yankees record is. I don't know what some of their records is. But I'm having Phillies in the NL. The AL, I would love to go against the Yankees. But I don't know where the Yankees stand. Last time I checked, the Yankees weren't in first place in their division. Maybe I'm wrong now, but we'll definitely see. But I would love to see the Phillies go against the Yankees because I want that payback, bro. I want revenge when they beat us a few years ago. That's what I want. And I want the Mets in the playoffs in the NL. I want to beat the Mets and I want to beat New York Yankees in the World Series. So I want revenge, bro. Can't believe I'm going to Chicago Bears move to a different part of town. Oh, that's crazy. That's what's happening. And have a dome. Oh my gosh, they're moving their stadium. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. My top 3 Viking players, Randy Moss, John Randall, and Justin Jefferson. Whew. It's too many. Only thing I can say is this. Randy Moss is my number 1. I don't know who else will be my number 2 and 3 because there's just too many great players in Minnesota Viking history for me to even go down the list, bro. It's very hard for me. Yeah, I heard that. I see that comment without hope. How worried about the center position? They're saying that he's going to play, bro. They're saying that he's going to play. I'm not worried as much if he plays. If he misses another game, then yes, I am worried because that goes to show our interior offensive line is really struggling when it comes to injuries. And it's like I can't wait until our whole offensive line is completely healthy. Like our whole offensive line hasn't been healthy all season long, bro. Christian Darrisaw just came back, and you seen how good our offensive line was, and we're still unhealthy, bro. So we was missing our center. So I can't wait until everybody's healthy, but it is a concern. Hopefully Kelly can play, and we'll be fine. Donovan Jackson got surgery, so he's going to miss time. But I'm so confident in what Christian Darrisaw brings to the table that he makes everybody on that offensive line better. So I'm going to be positive since Christian Darrisaw is back, protecting that blind spot. No matter who's playing at quarterback, And let me say this. Let me just get this off my chest. I can't wait to see J.J. McCarthy come back. I cannot wait to see J.J. McCarthy come back and shine. Let me just put that out there. But I will not cheer against Carson Wentz because he's a starting quarterback for the Vikings for this week. And I know there's like a mixed bag of some fans are like, I can't stand Carson Wentz. Some people are like, I love Carson Wentz. Some people are like, man, J.J. McCarthy's he's a bust. Some fans are like, how can you say that he only played 2 games? Everybody's so mixed when it comes to J.J., but I'm going to tell you how my honest opinion is you can't really judge a player after 2 games. I mean, now if he comes back and he gets hurt again, we got to have a talk about injury prone. But other than that, I feel like you got to give him an opportunity to get some experience because I feel like J.J. McCarthy has that it factor. We seen this man go against the Bears and score 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. So, I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Sorry about y'all. You said Astros versus Mets World Series. Woo! Powers. I hope you're wrong. Especially the NFL games week 1, Panthers versus 126. Oh, man. Skull, what's going on, Chris, for real? Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double. Oh, he said fly, Eagles fly. I'm gonna have to hit you with the stop the cap. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen and hit the like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. You know what I mean? Everybody's invited to this channel. Like I said, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I want to say this, respectfully speaking, and I got to put the respectfully there because I know people get really worked up, and I repeat myself a lot when I say this, but I have to say respectfully because people get in their feelings. I'm going to say this right now, respectfully speaking, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off of your team. Listen, respectfully. Don't be mad at me. I said respectfully. Carson Wentz came to play. Yes, that's a fact. Dog for Life Kennel, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, he played. I like what Carson Wentz did. He did all right. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. The Eagles, man. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Eagles, bro. I can't wait, bro. Packers are the best at stinking. Yeah, Packers, they're a good team, but I can't stand the overhype around them. They got one player, and I like Michael Parsons. I'm not hating on Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is one of the best pass rushers in the game. I'm not hating on Bull. But at the same time, I love the fact that they did lose against the Browns because now people can't hype, oh, well, they're undefeated. They're definitely man, whatever, bro. They lost to the Browns. I'm not saying the Browns are bad. The Browns got a very good defense. But listen, bro, I'm not saying that the Vikings defense is better than the Browns, but overall talent on the team is better than what the Browns have. So just watch. I can't wait until we go against the Packers. I can't wait until we run the ball towards Michael Parsons because he's not good at stopping the run. I can't wait, bro. Can't wait. Vikings cornerback went crazy. Oh, my gosh, Isaiah Rodgers. And you want to know something that's crazy? A lot of Eagle fans was like, man, we should have kept Isaiah Rodgers. And I was trying to tell Viking fans, yes, I was thinking about the cornerback room being like a little iffy. And it still might be iffy. I'm just saying. I don't know. We're going to see. But when it comes to our left starting corner and our right starting corner, when it comes to Isaiah Rodgers and Byron Murphy, hey, listen, bro, we got some good corners, bro. Now, the other corners, slot corners and all that, I don't know. We'll see. Jeff Okudah, we'll see what happens. But my whole thing is this. That was a concern, but I was trying to say that we really don't know. We really don't know until we see them on the field. And the perfect example was against the Bengals. But all season long, our secondary's been on point. Yes, we gave up some rushing yards to what's his name? What's the running back that ran all over us? Bijan Robinson. But other than that, bro, our defense, our secondary, has been one of the best or the best secondary in all of football. And no, they're not the biggest names. No, they're not Sauce Gardner or guys of like just getting paid $30+ million. Man, we got players that's not getting paid that much money, and they're shutting it down, bro. They shutting it down. And the reason why we did give up those rushing yards against the Falcons is because our offense kept going 3 and out. Turnover, 3 and out, turnover, 3 and out. So this tells you when you let your defense get a little bit of a breather and you could score some points, you never know. You might get a pick six. You might get a fumble recovery for 6 points as well. That man punched the ball out of Bull's hand, gathered control of the fumble, and ran it all the way back. That man's a dog, bro. And he made a play or two. He made a couple of defended passes. I know one was on T. Higgins in the end zone. You know how good T. Higgins is. Everybody that watches football knows how good T. Higgins is. And that boy, Isaiah Rodgers, held his own, bro. Randy Moss, pray for him. Oh, yeah, pray for him. What's wrong with Randy? Randy beat cancer. Well, yeah, we're going to always pray for Randy. We're going to pray for everybody that's in this chat. We're going to pray for everybody that's in this in the world. We're going to pray for everybody. Everybody needs prayer. Nah, don't say that, Jay Norton. He ain't waste his career in Minnesota, bro. But I will say that I wish we would have won a Super Bowl with Moss. I'm skipping some comments. My bad, y'all. Class of 99, yup. The Steelers will win a close one this Sunday. Let's go, Steeler Nation, baby. Hey, listen. I respect your opinion, bro. But you know I disagree with that, bro. We're going to have to agree to disagree on this matter, bro. Hey, listen. You know how I feel about Mike Tomlin? I like Mike Tomlin a lot as one of the best defensive-minded head coaches in the game. But I just can't go that route, bro. I just can't. I like Mike Tomlin. I like what y'all have on defense. See, y'all got some dogs on defense, man. What's his name? TJ Watt and Jalen Ramsey. You got a safety. I forgot the Bull's name. He's been in the game for a little bit, but I forgot his name. You got a pretty good safety as well. But hey, listen, man, I'm not really nervous about y'all defense or like that. I mean, y'all got some talented y'all got a talented defense. You have a very good defensive-minded head coach. But I'm not scared of your offense at all. And I say that in a respectful way. I don't see DK Metcalf doing a dang old thing against us. I don't see your running backs doing nothing against us. I forgot your running back's name off the top of my head. But I will say this. The one thing about your running back, I forgot what his name is. I think one game well, but the other one, I forgot the other bull. Your running back one, RB1. I'm not scared of his running game. I'm scared of his catching game. Because he's a very good running back that got pretty good hands that you got to look out for that running back screen. You got to look out for those short passes out of shotgun formation. Aaron Rodgers is a very intelligent and he's still a very talented quarterback that can get the job done if they block for him. So what I'm hoping is the Minnesota Vikings can get to Aaron Rodgers without blitz and all like that and kind of just dominate how we did the Bengals. I'm not saying we're going to get pick six and all that. I'm happy with just 3 and outs. But even if we don't get a sack, I want to hit on quarterback hits. I want some quarterback hits, man. I don't want to get them hurt or nothing like that. I don't wish injury on nobody, but we trying to win this game. And I want to apply that pressure because you know Aaron Rodgers, for everybody that doesn't know, this offseason, Aaron Rodgers wanted to be on the Minnesota Vikings. That was his number one choice. That's the reason why he held up everything. He held up everything with the Giants, the Steelers, and the Vikings. He wanted to be on the Vikings. But the Vikings chose to go another route and go with the J.J. McCarthy route, right? So I know for a fact Aaron Rodgers is going to try to stick it to the Minnesota Vikings defense. I know that for a fact, bro. I know that for a fact. But it's not going to happen because the Minnesota Vikings defense is too elite. Because the Minnesota Vikings defense is the real deal. So we're going to see. Jay Norton, what's up? Oh, what's up? Bring it. What's going on? Hey, Chris, man. Respectfully, are you from Detroit? I know you got to be a Lions fan. I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. I got a lot of respect for the Lions fans. Y'all welcome to the channel as well. But I'm going to say this, respectfully speaking. When we play against the Lions this season, when we play against the Lions 2 times this season, we're sweeping y'all, and we're not just going to sweep y'all. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. That's how I feel, bro. That's just how I feel. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop the brakes getting beaten off of y'all. Y'all can't stop it. Respectfully. He says we can put the belt to the Eagles. Tired of false start, tush. Yeah, I got you, bro. I think I had this discussion yesterday, man. Like, I don't like it, but at the same time, you gotta figure a way to stop it, bro. You gotta figure a way to stop it. You gotta get into those third downs that are not easily too short for them to do the tush push. So if it's a 3rd and like 5, they can't do the tush push and get 5 yards. I don't think that they're gonna do that. They usually do the tush push when it's like a yard or 2 or inches. They're going to go for that. So as a defense, you got to hold them to the point where it's like 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 5 or something like that. And I don't think they'll go for the tush push. But there has to be a way you can stop that play. But I'm not hating. We just got to stop it. And on the top of that, you got to do it as well. We have to do the tush push. We have to do the tush push. We gotta see if we can be successful at it. Thank you, Toxic, for that. Vikings versus Steelers. That's going to be the test for the Vikings. Yes, Vikings and Steelers is going to be a test. I think their defense is very good. And I just be talking, bro. Like, look, I do feel like we're going to beat the brakes off the Steelers. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I do have a lot of respect for the Steelers, man. They have a good defense, man. It's going to be, listen, it's going to be hard to keep them off of our guy, bro. Like, but we got to make sure we block. Hopefully it's short passes. Hopefully we can establish the run with Jordan Mason. It's going to be very hard to beat the Steelers, but I feel like eventually we're going to start beating them badly in the second half. See, the first half is going to be close. I think the second half is when it's going to start being like, dang, the Vikings really dominated that second half. But I do feel like it's going to be a good game in that first half. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. But I feel like the Minnesota Vikings will be victorious and will improve their overall record to 3-1. Do y'all understand we have Jordan Addison coming back? Do y'all understand that there's rumors that Ryan Kelly will be back, our starting center? Do you understand we have our best left tackle? We have our best tackle back, and his name is Christian Darrisaw. Do you understand Harrison Smith is back? Do you understand the Minnesota Vikings defense is all that in a bag of chips? Let me say that one more time. Do you understand that the Minnesota Vikings defense is all that in a bag of chips? I'm trying to tell you, this is a different type of game right here, bro. Listen, I'm looking forward to it, man. We in Ireland. I can't wait. It's an early morning game. I will be live with the play-by-play style, with the scoreboard and everything. So if you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season. And it's going to be lit, y'all. It's going to be lit. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, if you're feeling the vibes, man, you're welcome to the YouTube family. But respectfully speaking, y'all know how I am, man. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. It is what it is. He say that respectfully. I like that. Hey, listen, everybody that's in the chat, when you say something to somebody, right, so you can kind of like not be like, so they don't think you're being rude, be like, I say this respectfully speaking. Say that first, right? And then you say what you got to say. Be like, respectfully speaking. And then you say what you say. Don't just go straight forward with it. Be like, respectfully speaking. It's funny, man. Funny. We have a good defense, but our offense is garbage a bit. Jalen Warren, is not all that in a bag of chips, so you have no worries. His run game, that's what I was saying, bro. An observation from an outside looking in. When it comes to the run game, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about Jalen Warren in the passing game, bro. That was the observation. When I was watching some of the replays and I was watching what he did in the game. Last game, I was like, Ravens going to win Sunday. Who the Ravens play? What up, everyone? Vikings made me some money this last year. Hey, listen, and they're going to keep making you some money. But I'm not a betting man, but the Vikings is a good team, man. Believe it or not, the Vikings are underrated because people are, it's a big question mark at the quarterback position because now we got our backup playing. But eventually, it's still a question mark even when J.J. McCarthy comes back. But I'm telling y'all right now, for those that don't know, When J.J. McCarthy comes back, y'all going to understand where I'm coming from when I say he has that it factor. Y'all going to see. We're going to take one game at a time. The past 3 games Jalen Warren has started, he's been mid, yeah. 60% Ravens win. Lions versus Ravens was a good game. Yo, I wanted the Ravens to win so bad, man. The Ravens just let me down, bro. I feel some type of way about the Ravens right now. Hey, listen, no hate on the Ravens, but I feel some type of way, bro. Y'all was supposed to win that game, and y'all lost that game against the Lions. Now, when the Vikings go against the Ravens, respectfully speaking, we're going to definitely beat the brakes off the Ravens. Since y'all couldn't beat the Lions, we're going to make a statement. You're not beating us in the NFC North. You might be able to beat the Packers. You might be able to beat the Bears. But you're not beating the Vikings. Respectfully. Yeah, they say we look better than with Carson Wentz, but we can't give up on our rookie quarterback. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to the YouTube family, man. But respectfully, man, I'm going to say this right now. The Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. But I will say this again. This is one YouTube family. And I always say that sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I just wanted to say that we will beat the brakes off of y'all. I keep going back and forth with that because I want you to understand that this is big-time Minnesota Viking fan over here. You know what I mean? It's a big-time Minnesota Viking fan over here, man. Like, man, this team is a Viking fan for a minute. Shout out to Ron's opinion. Don't matter. What's good? What's good? What's good? Chiefs going to lose both games at home. You said Chiefs going to lose both games at home? I don't know. I think the Chiefs going to win this week. Who did the Chiefs play? Jags beat the 49ers this weekend. Yo, that was crazy, yup. What's going on, Bevan, B-Line? What's good with you, bro? What's your footwork? What? Hope JJ stays hurt so y'all can win some games. No. We don't want him to stay hurt. No. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that comment. Cowboys or Packers? I got Packers better than the Cowboys. I got the Packers better than the Cowboys, but it's any given Sunday, though. Yeah, 8:30 a.m. Sunday. Yup. Packers about Vikings. Jags beat the 49ers this weekend. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Respectfully, what's your footwork drills? My footwork? I don't have no footwork drills. What you mean? I don't know what you mean. The Lions are really good, only losing by 2 was decent game from the Vikings, yeah. Chiefs can beat the Ravens. They're both 1 and 2 playing. Yup. We'll see what happens. Skull to the bowl. Hey, listen, skull to the bowl, baby. Skull to the bowl. Can I get some skulls in the chat? Can I get some skulls in the chat? Even if you're not a Viking fan, can I get some skulls in the chat, y'all? Help a brother out. Can I get some skulls in the chat? Let's just give me a skull, man, just because you rocking with me, man. Just give me a skull in the chat just because you rocking with your boy, man. Hit the skull in the chat. Say skull, baby. Let's go. Vikings, baby. We here, baby. We are here. Thank you, man, for subscribing, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, thank you for all the support, y'all. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Right, I take these nature walks and I go live. I have the flag on my shoulder. I do this almost every day. Almost every day. Not every day, but almost every day. When we go live, like for the games, I'm on my laptop with the scoreboard and everything. And at halftime, if you're interested, anybody could join the halftime show. Just make sure your mic, your TV or whatever is turned down low. And you just make sure your mic sounds good. Because sometimes when I try to join people on the live streams at halftime, because I call it Talk That Talk halftime show with your boy Mike Sports Vibes, sometimes the mics be kind of messed up. So if you can, try to make sure your mic is on point. But I loved hearing y'all perspective about the first half and giving me your honest opinion. And we could just talk about anything, about any of the games. It don't gotta be just the game that we watching. It could be about the first half for any of the games. So that's another thing that we do when we go live for every single game. At halftime, you could be on the show and we can talk about what happened in the first half for all the teams if you want to. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Double tap this screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And like I said, we're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, you are welcome to this channel. This is one YouTube family. Just keep it PG in the comments. That's all I say. Just keep it PG in the comments. Skull, baby. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm going to give it to you, bro. Appreciate you chilling. All right, bro. Appreciate you. Jettas is my dude from LSU. Yes, baby. Let's go. JJ. Skull, thank you, bro. Shout out to my boy Tyson Trickshot. He says, Skull, Uptown Nola in here. Let's get it. We got it. We got everybody in the building. Let's go, baby. Skull. Oh, he said, too bad our team is taking a year off. You know what, though? I'm not sure if you're talking about the Vikings, but I know it sounds delusional to say, oh, the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl this year. But you know what? I'm going to be a delusional Viking fan. You know what I mean? Let me be. Listen, and I'm going to say this right now. For all the teams that won the Super Bowl, do you really think they knew for a fact they were going to win the Super Bowl? Not every team. And a lot of the fan bases that never had a Super Bowl in their whole lives. Like for the Eagles, for example. They won their first Super Bowl with a backup quarterback in Nick Foles. Where's Nick Foles right now? Where's Nick Foles right now in the NFL? They won their first Super Bowl because Carson Wentz got hurt in 2017 and Nick Foles took over. And Nick Foles, and prior to Nick Foles taking over, do y'all remember Carson Wentz was having an MVP caliber season? He got hurt trying to dive into the end zone and like tore his ACL or something. And Nick Foles took over, and Nick Foles literally won them their first Super Bowl. The Eagle fans didn't even believe they was going to win their first Super Bowl that year, bro. I was talking to Eagle fans. They're like, yeah, we're done, man. Nick Foles ain't that good. We're not winning another game this season. I heard it, bro. I heard this from Eagle fans. So when everybody be trying to tell me, oh, well, the Vikings don't have a chance. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, I disagree. Because not every team, nobody knows who's going to win the Super Bowl, bro. I don't care what quarterback you have. Even with the Patriots when Tom Brady was in his prime. Yes, they had a chance, but you really didn't know if the Patriots were going to win the Super Bowl. Even when it was Joe Montana and the 49ers and Steve Young, they had a chance. They had a high chance because they have the talent. Listen, but nobody really knew they was going to win it. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, man, if you whatever team you rock with and you feel like they're going to win a Super Bowl, hey, listen, that's your team you rock with. It is what it is. You either take it or leave it. It is what it is. I'm going to say my team's going to win the Super Bowl. I don't care what nobody says. I'm respectfully speaking when I say that. When I say I don't care what nobody says, respectfully, though. Respectfully, I'm going for the Minnesota Vikings, bro. Let's go to the bowl. Everybody that's in the building, I need you to Super Hawk smash that like button. Everybody that's in the building, I need you to Super Hawk smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, you are welcome to this YouTube family. You know, it's just good vibes over here, man. I always say that sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean it. You know what I mean? So if you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. And like I said, we go live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And at halftime, you could call into the show. And teams can beat any other team. Yes, it's a fact, bro. And listen, let's keep it all the way real. Every football fan that's in the chat, or if you're not even a football fan, you just rock it with me. Anybody that's in the chat right now, when it comes to the playoffs, it's not basketball. It's not hockey. It's not baseball. It's whoever plays good that day is going on. It could be the team that's not even the better team. Just for that one day they were. How many times do you see a team that had the best record in football lose in the first round or lose in the second round or whatever because they have a bye week. So technically the second round, right? So how many times have you seen that, bro? See, it depends on the team that's hot. And then how many times have you seen a wild card team barely get into the playoffs and they just was hot at the right time and they went all the way to the Super Bowl? I can name one off the top of my head, bro. The Giants did it twice with Eli Manning, with Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan, that defensive line in general. Bro, they barely got into the playoffs, bro, as a wild card team. And they were the hottest team at that time and literally beat everybody. So it's kind of like, but if you had like the best of 4 or best of 3, it'll be a different story. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it'll be a different story. But since it's just like, yo, you just got to play better that one game, that's what makes football so amazing, because when the playoffs happen, listen, bro, you could be the better team on paper, but you're not the better team on the day. You could be the better team during the regular season, but you're not the better team in the playoffs. Because I always look at it like this. The regular season is a whole nother season from the playoffs, bro. The playoffs is a whole nother season, bro. Everybody record is 0-0. Don't nobody care about what you did. I don't care, oh, well, that such and such defense was the best in the regular. Nobody cares about that, bro. When the playoffs happens, let's see what you can do in the playoffs. Let's see if your defense can do it in the playoffs. Let's see if your offense, they had the best offense during the regular season. Don't nobody care about that, bro. Let's see if they can do it in the postseason. Because a lot of people get it mistake. They be like, oh, well, this team should be this. Nah, bro. Playoffs is a different season, bro. The playoffs is a whole nother season, bro. It does not matter what you did listen, I know people be like, oh, Mike, you hating and you not. Bro, I'm telling you, how many teams have had the best defense in the regular season, and then when they get to the postseason, they look like trash, bro. They look like trash. Let me give you a perfect example. I'm a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, as you can tell, right? With the flag over my shoulder. I'm a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. When the Vikings went against the Eagles in 2017, I think we were rated either 1 or 2 at total defense. What did the Eagles do to our defense? What did the Eagles do to our defense, bro? Their offense demolished us. Our offense was pretty darn good as well. What did the Eagles defense do to us? What did their offense do to our defense? And what did the Eagles offense do to our defense when we were ranked probably number 1 or 2? Like, it just depends, bro. It's a matchup, and just things are just different in the playoffs, bro. Things are just different in the playoffs. That's why I try to tell people, all the regular season is for me. Yes, you have to have a good regular season because you want to get to the postseason, right? So I'm not saying the regular season doesn't count, because you want to build the chemistry. You want to get some strategies, what works, what doesn't work. But what matters the most is you being healthy and having that team chemistry to make that run when it counts the most. Because I'm telling you right now, don't nobody care about regular season stats, because everybody's 0-0, bro. The Lions were 15-2 last season, bro. They had a bye week and lost in the division round, bro, because our whole team was injured. Shout out for the super chat, bro. He said, respectfully, Carson Wentz will have 2 picks against the Steelers. I'm calling it now. Oh, man, that's what's up, though. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. This is my view right here, y'all. I'm on this bridge. Trying to drop my phone in the dang on water, but this is the view. I'm walking on the bridge right now. I'm just vibing and talking to y'all, man. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, yeah, I mean, I'll be a big Delusional fan, bro. I love it, man. I think that's a respect. I like that, bro. I feel like, yo, I guess I'm going to be a big Delusional fan. I'll be a Delusional fan. I love it, bro. I am a Delusional fan. I feel like we winning the Super Bowl every year, bro. This the year, though. This the year we winning it, though, bro. Muddy waters, yeah, muddy waters. It's kind of dirty. I went fishing in there the other day. I think last year. I ain't catch a single thing, bro. Hey, listen, I ain't catch a single thing. Uh, I'm trying to catch Bucks going to kick the Eagles. Beep. I feel you. Just keep it PG if you can, bro. But thank you for that comment. The Steelers 10-6 or 11-5 season against the Browns getting blown out. Cowboys against the Packers, etc. You know what? I like the Steelers, man. I can see them being 10-7 or whatever, 11-5 or whatever. I can see that. 11-6 or whatever. I think the Steelers are a very good team. But this is not their week, though. Bills going to win it all. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's not going to be this year, though. It's the Minnesota Vikings year, bro. It's the year of the purple and gold, respectfully speaking. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Everybody that's been supporting me on this channel, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I said this before. I'm an introvert. I stay to myself, and I talk to y'all more than I talk to like almost anybody. It goes God number one, family number two, and then I talk to y'all. But I call y'all my YouTube family. So shout out to each and every one of y'all. I appreciate it. I like Jordan Love. How do you get to too many in your huddle out of the timeout? Man, people just be doing too much, bro. Hey, listen, you're gonna have to ask the professional that question. Some of those penalties be corny, but hey, if it's a penalty, they gotta call it, man. Lions were devastated on offense and defense. The fact they did was a miracle. Yeah, man. I think they're offense, but definitely their defense, bro. When Aiden Hutchinson went down, when McNeil went down, and it was their secondary got hurt, I said, oh, it's a wrap, bro. I said, I don't even know how they beat us the last game of the season, I believe. Because I'm just like, how did they win that game? And that just goes to show you how good their team is, bro. Like I said to a lot of people, even Vikings fans, I said, if the Lions were healthy, we might be having a different conversation when it comes to the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I'm not saying the Eagles wouldn't have won, but it probably would have been a toss-up, bro. Like, real talk. Like, the Lions that year was better than the Vikings, and I'm a Viking fan saying that. The Lions were definitely the best team probably in the NFC, and I'm even including the Eagles if the Lions were healthy. The problem is the Lions got banged up, bro, and it wasn't like little injuries, bro. It was big injuries which would take them out for the whole season. Like when Montgomery got hurt, I was like, gosh, Lee, bro. When Aiden got hurt, I said, I think Aiden broke his leg or something. I don't know what happened with Aiden, but I was just like, dang, bro. Like the Lions got they got jacked up, bro, as the year. That's why I said the most important thing is chemistry and health, bro. You got to win games to get through the regular season. I'm not saying don't win games. I'm not saying it's not important. But the most important is to be healthy. Because imagine if the Lions were healthy. Just imagine, bro. That would have been scary. I ain't gonna cap. Even as a Viking fan, I'm not gonna cap, bro. Baker isn't been disappointed for it because I keep getting on him. Baker isn't doing as well this year. I think Baker's doing pretty good. He's doing enough to win. You feel me? Statistics don't tell you the full story. As long as the Bucks win, bro, that's all that matters, bro. Go to the bowl. You know. He said, Jason T said Vikings suck. Hey, listen, respectfully, I disagree, bro. And you know I invite the smoke. So who's your team, bro? Hey, Jason T, I'm asking you directly, bro. Who is your team? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Respectfully speaking, I don't want you to get in your feelings. Respectfully speaking, I'm talking to Jason T directly. Talking to you directly, bro. Respectfully. When we go against your team, I don't even got to know what your team name is. But when we go against your team, bro, we're going to beat the brakes off your team, bro. Respectfully. Yeah, that's being a true. Yeah, thank you, Wilbur Nola. Thank you. But I'll take the delusion. It's all good. But I love that comment. Wilbur Nola, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, man. Thank you so much for that comment. That's a good comment. I like that. Thank you so much for that comment. Like Jordan Love, while he down, I think him. What is not winning? I love him when he's not. Yeah, I like Jordan Love, but I didn't even know he was hurt. Jerry Jones. As long as you're not a Cowboys fan, can be delusion. Yeah, Cowboy fans are like this, bro. Cowboy fans are like this. Hear me out. First of all, let me do the Stephen A. Smith, how he does it. What can go wrong will go wrong, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy. But Cowboy fans, they can go 0-17. They can lose all their games of the season and be like, oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl still. How? Y'all can't even make the playoffs. Like, Cowboy fans are that delusional. This is respectful because I know some Cowboy fans. This is all love at the end of the day. But Cowboy fans are the most delusional fan base probably in the NFL, hands down. Hands down, bro. Hands down, bro. Hands down. Yeah, Jamie, yeah, man, I'm just being honest, bro. As a Viking fan, Lions had a good chance of winning it last year. But like I said, that's what makes football so amazing because it's like, that's why you have to draft right. You have to have more pieces. Like your starters, okay. But you have to have your second string be okay as well. You know what I mean? You got to have a lot of players that could possibly fill in. So I'm not taking nothing away from the Eagles. They earned their Super Bowl. But I'm telling you right now, just from a Viking fan perspective, just my opinion, I feel like the Lions, if they were healthy, we might be having a different conversation. And I hope it don't happen because at the end of the day, I don't want the Lions getting a Super Bowl before the Vikings. I'm going to be honest with you. You think I want the Lions to win a Super Bowl before the Vikings do? Crazy. Never that. Never that, bro. Never that. Browns 100. We got a Browns fan in the building. Bengals should go far in the playoffs this season. Maybe Super Bowl. Oh, man. Bengals got to get a better defense. And Bengals need their starting quarterback back. And listen, if they don't get their starting quarterback, I don't know when he's coming back. If you don't get Joe Burrow back, y'all have no chance, respectfully speaking, bro. Jake Browning is not the answer for y'all. So I'm just being honest with you, bro. I ain't trying to come at you. But y'all not winning nothing without Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, when healthy, and I said this multiple times, Joe Burrow, when healthy, is literally a top 5 quarterback when healthy. The problem is Joe Burrow keeps getting hurt, bro. That is his issue. He keeps getting hurt. And I like Jamar Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase, he is good. 2006 Texans offense plus 1977 Dolphins defense equals a super spectacular team. Oh, yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Speaking of the Texans, what happened to them? Oh, yeah, they're 0-3, right? Hey, listen, what did I say prior to the season starting? I said the teams that you think is going to do something this year, or some of them are going to take some steps back, and the teams that you don't think is going to do something are going to do the thing. They're going to do something. How about them Colts, bro? Are the Colts not 3-0? Daniel Jones took over the Colts, and they're looking very good right now, defense and offensively. So how about them Colts, bro? It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I said it, bro. Before the season, I said, yo, every year is a new year. Even the top teams like the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Eagles, some of them will take a step back. Maybe, maybe not, but they're always going to be those teams that you're like, I didn't see that coming. Nobody saw the Colts being 3-0, bro. No one could tell me in the comments that you knew that the Colts were going to be 3-0 after 3 weeks. I know it's still early in the season, though, y'all. So the Texans can still come back. The Texans can still start winning games, but they got to start winning now. They can't mess around, go 0-4. I don't know the statistics when it comes to like a 0-4 team winning something, but I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. You start the season 0-4, you got to bet. It's not going to be easy to make the playoffs. But I need everybody that's in the building to Super Hulk smash that like button. Super Hulk smash Thor hammer that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I will say this respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. I say this respectfully because I don't want no one to get in their feelings. Respectfully, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off of your team, and I mean that in a respectful manner. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes the truth does hurt, but the truth will set you free. Let me say that one more time. Sometimes the truth will hurt, but the truth will set you free. The Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We give y'all Jordan Mason. Oh my gosh, bro. Thank you so much for Jordan Mason. What's wrong with the Dolphins? Yeah, not good enough. Yeah, I agree with that. Tyreek Hill or top. Yeah. The Dolphins need a new quarterback. Period. Period. I thought the Colts would be better, but I didn't expect Danny. Yes, Danny Dimes to do good. Yes, bro. Yeah. And you see how the defense is feeding off of that, bro? Their defense is making plays and everything, bro. I'm like, gosh, Lee, this is what happens when you have a good offense. You're deep, and just like the defense feeds off the offense, the offense can feed off the defense. Like it that's why I always say football is the ultimate team sport, because even special teams feeds off everything. So, yeah, man. I'm curious, was there any kick returns all the way to the house? Has there been one yet? I'm curious to know. Has any team had a kickoff return to the house? I got to do my research and look that up, because that's something I would love to see. But I'm getting off, y'all. I want to say to everybody that's in the building, I want to say thank you so much for vibing with me on this wonderful Wednesday. I will be getting off this live stream, but I want to say to everybody, God bless, be easy. I'm going to read a couple more comments, but I want to say I'm getting off. And I want to say, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And I want to say welcome to the channel for all people that just subscribed to the channel. And thank you so much for all y'all support. Let me read a couple of comments and I'm getting off. The Colts are looking good. Facts, bro. I can figure yeah, exactly. 0-3 before 3-0, especially with Daniel. Facts, bro. I didn't think Daniel Jones would be that good, bro. Facts. Anybody that said that they knew the Colts were going to do that is capping big time, bro. You're just capping, respectfully. That goes to show you these organizations don't really be invested in the players. Daniel Jones looks like a top quarterback in the league. Looks real good right now. I agree. The fact that was 3 block kicks within a 20-minute span. Facts was crazy, right? Daniel Jones and Carson Wentz stepping up right now. Facts, bro. Thanks, bro. Sub to you. See you in the future. Oh, thank you so much for subbing. New subscriber. Thank you so much. Patriots, Titans. Thank you, Jamie. Patriots, Titans, I think had kick returns. Okay, I'm going to have to do my shout out to my boy Smeagol. I haven't seen a kickoff return. You know, I watch every Viking game, so I know I haven't seen it when the Viking games. But I love seeing that. When I think of kickoff returns, it just brings another element of excitement to football. You know, when football like had Devin Hester. What's our guy, bro? Smeagol. What's our guy that returned kicks a lot? Percy Harvin was doing his thing, but there was another guy, I think, after Percy Harvin. What's his name, y'all? Please help me in the comments. The guy that everybody was scared to kick it off. He was on the Vikings. What is his name? He was a wide receiver, but he was really known for his kickoffs. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Somebody help me before I get off. Skull, Chris for real. There's Cordero Patterson. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So CP, yes. Cordero Patterson. Thank you, Blade Runner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Cordero Patterson. That would bring a lot of excitement to football. So hopefully there's some more kickoff returns. Special teams is so important. I know people don't really look at special teams, like the field goal kickers. The extra points are so important. The punts. Oh my gosh, the punts. Like, say you punt the ball from your end zone and you kick it all the way to the opposite side and they start at their 20-yard line or even worse than that. That is amazing, bro. And then, like, when you get good field position after a kickoff, hey, listen, that's amazing. It helps your offense. So special teams is another big factor in winning, especially in the playoffs, bro. Especially in the playoffs. But I'm getting off, y'all. Have a wonderful day, and everybody in the building. God bless. Yes, Percy was the man. Yes. Isaiah Rodgers for both defensive offensive player of the week. Hey, listen, Skull. Yeah, I think he should be. He better be defense, but offense, I'm not sure about that, but I wouldn't be surprised, though. He was amazing. But shout out to everybody in the building. God bless. Be easy. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Peace. I'm out.